May I come, sir?
Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Please go ahead. Introduce yourself to all of us. We are 4 people.
My name is Junaid Rehman. I have done bachelor's in electrical engineering from UT Peshawar. I've just concluded my coursework in master's in energy management from United States and Pakistan Center for Advanced Studies in Energy. I belong to Peshawar. Basically, I'm from Hangu, but raised in Peshawar. I have received my schooling and education from Peshawar. I have worked in Dubai. Then I came out to Pakistan, worked in Khyber Teaching Hospital. I was assistant to electrical engineer in that project. Then I switched to social sector. I'm working currently as a monitoring and evaluation officer in Sarhad Rural Support Program. I worked in Lucky and newly merged district Khyber, and now I'm looking a project which is being running in Peshawar and parts of Bannu as well.
You are from Peshawar Rural, KPK.
Ji, sir.
To begin with, give us some profile of your province.
My province is one of the smallest provinces of Pakistan. The people of KP are known for its hospitality, delicious food, and most of the population consists of Pashto speaking, and Peshawar is its capital.
What is the political administrative structure to govern the province of KPK?
Sorry, sir, if you could please elaborate.
What is the political governing system in the province of KPK?
Sorry, sir.
Under what article of constitution the province is being governed?
I'm unable to.
How many provinces are under the constitution of Pakistan? How many provinces are in Pakistan?
Sir, constitutionally there are five, including Gilgit-Baltistan. But administratively, there are 4 provinces.
There are 4 provinces constitutionally.
Constitutionally, Gilgit-Baltistan is also, I think, after.
It's not a province, it's something like province.
Something like province.
So, under what article of constitution the provincial government is formed and governed? Who governs them? How they are governed?
Sir, I'm unaware of that article. I have not studied it.
You are working in Sarhad Rural Support Program.
In Sarhad Rural Support Program is a monitoring and evaluation office.
Can you tell us the ratio of urban area of KPK and the rural areas of KPK?
In percentage wise?
Yes.
Sir, could be roughly around 35 to 38% urban and remaining in terms of population. In terms of area, it would be less than 20%.
Which area?
Urban population.
Have you seen the census to 2017?
Sir,
because everything is given there.
Yes,
the
sir.
Total population, the area, the urban population, the rural population.
Total population of KP is 3 crore 50 lakh, including
how much?
3 crores 50 lakhs.
3 crore.
Excluding
what is the percentage of population of KPK in the total population of Pakistan?
I don't know about the exact percentage, but I can make a guess, sir.
Okay, tell us the salient feature of this rural support program.
Sir, Sarhad Rural Support Program mostly works on the soft components. They implement projects which works on psychosocial supports. They also implement engineering infrastructure programs, but most of the time they implement those projects which has soft components and which require social mobilization. Donors are mostly from abroad. They work mostly with UN agencies, and they also work with Afghan refugees.
So you are in the monitoring and evaluation wing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell us, what is monitoring and what is evaluation?
Monitoring is when a project is in implementation stage. When it is being monitored, it is seen that the set priorities are being implemented. And evaluation is once it is completed, it is then in comparison to those set benchmarks, it is compared and evaluated regarding success ratio.
What is the size of program which you are monitoring?
Sir, I do not know in monetary wise, because I'm
What
not
you are doing then?
I'm only monitoring the activities that are being implemented.
There must be some value to that activity.
Sir, in a report,
Then what you are monitoring? Are you monitoring financial monitoring, physical monitoring? What type of monitoring you
the
are?
activities that they are implementing.
Activities, when you are monitoring activities, how you are monitoring?
Those activities that psychologists are being deployed in different PHUs, whether they are receiving their clients which require
Then
psychosocial.
of course you are paying to the psychologist. They
Yes.
must be giving you the number of patients which have been visited by them.
Sir, they do not share it with me. I only report the data. Then
You don't apply your mind when you are looking into these things.
I think once I read in a report for the period of 6 months.
The point is, I am just trying to help you to understand, because this is the issue which you may face before the commission. The CIS monitoring and evaluation system is one of the major activity of implementation of any policy. And this is how the governments know where the money has gone. That is my point of view. So you need to go back and I try to understand this policy making process, and the must develop your conceptual understanding about the monitoring and evaluation system. It is a system, and E is a full-fledged now system. Okay, you are watching the economy of this country. Under what economic system Pakistan economy is functioning?
The whole of the economy is capitalistic, but since we rely heavily on IMF and Western Bloc, so we follow their advices and their direction mostly.
How much? What is the size of economy?
Round about
GDP and GDP.
$280 billion.
What do you think the government has done over a period of time since merger of FATA with KPK? How much money they have spent for its development?
I'm unaware of the exact figures.
You are monitoring, यार. तुम्हारा तो काम है. तुमने तो recently किताब पढ़ी है issues in Pakistan economy. What are the main issues in Pakistan economy?
Sir, coming to your question regarding books, sir, I read it for exam. After that, I was not in touch. I was pretty busy in project, but I had to fill in something. Sir,
Over to you, sir.
PAS is your number one group preference. Why you are liking for PAS?
Sir, due to its feature of vertical and horizontal mobility. I have worked in different areas in Dubai, KTH sector, and then in NGO social sector. I think I can fit in out there.
What do you mean by horizontal and vertical mobility?
Vertical, one can get promoted to up to certain level, and horizontal is you can perform in different department. You can be given responsibilities in different departments. Other than that, I think my personal training, since I was in class 5 or 6, I've been looking after my family. I think I see myself as responsible enough to take this challenge on.
What is the meaning of the term bureaucracy?
Sir, and it's I don't know about its literal meaning, but I know about the concept. It basically implements the policies being made.
Who is known as the father of bureaucracy? Who propounded the theory of the first man to say what is bureaucracy and how it should look like?
I've read it somewhere, but I am now unable to recall it, sir.
Why personal likes and dislikes we see are exercised in the posting of officers, in the transfer of officers? and every now and then officers are being shuffled without honoring the tenure of the post. Why it is so?
This has been an issue. I think this is also contributing to the weakness in bureaucracy. I think it's due to the political polarization or politicizing of bureaucracy. Mostly bureaucrats tends to affiliate themselves to different political parties, and then it eventually affects the personal likeness and dislikeness.
But that is not politics meant for. Politics is a very honorable, while in politics you can do a lot of positive things. It is a very positive thing. You serve the people.
Exactly, sir. But in Pakistan, politicians are not trying to do so. It has become an elite capture, sort of. There are very few educated and trained politicians in Pakistan. Most of them are either landlords or.
Okay. Reforms in the administrative structure of the country, in the civil service of country. Recently, some reforms have been introduced by Dr. Ishaq Hussain, by the committee headed by Dr. Ishaq Hussain. What are those?
Sir, those reforms are regarding different things, promotion, etc. Recently, screen test has also been announced. There are quite.
How do you see this screening test?
Sir, I think since I belong to KP and I have seen that this problem in KP as well, I second this decision of screening test.
Why?
Because I see a lot of people appearing in CSS or PMS just for a reason because they do not have a job, or they are being pressurized by their family. They are non-serious about it. They do not study for it. Yet they appear in these exams. So it would burtenize the examiner and the checker as well.
So PSP is your second choice. Why the police image is not good? People do not look up to the police with honor and dignity. What's wrong?
There are more corrupt institutions in Pakistan than police. But since the public interaction with police is much more than other institutions, I think then the role of media, I think that has contributed to this bad image of police more than anything else. Since common people interact extensively with police than other departments.
Some reforms were introduced, police reforms, in the Police Order 2002 in KPK. Have you any idea about those reforms?
Sir, not in detail, but I think the ACR is not being written by the DC after those reforms. And
Pakistan won the first match 2020 with great ease. Easily Pakistan won. The second match there was some hassle in the middle, and the third match was almost slipping away. It had slipped away, but still Pakistan managed to fight back. How do you see this?
I would contribute more to the yes, Pakistan did a very good job, but the difficulties that we faced in second and third match was because the ball was breaking, the spin ball was gripping as well, and that is when the chase slowed down, and spinners caused a lot of trouble to the batsmen. Even yesterday's match as well. That is why it's getting tougher for Pakistan.
You say you are sensitive. How do you regard it as your weakness?
I'm quite sensitive, rather, or sensitive regarding my immediate family. Perhaps I'm quite attached to them. That's why.
Whatever you write here, you should be able to, defend that. You should be able to defend it logically.
Junaid, your third option is foreign service. What do you expect would be your job if you're selected in the foreign service?
Ma'am, first of all, I would be trained and given a desk and eventually, with the period of time, some other responsibilities to get engaged with the neighboring or international community, but over the period of time.
No, what do you expect your job to be?
The job is to build a positive image of Pakistan, to bring investment, to negotiate different um, challenges for the state and government of Pakistan.
Do you know anything about bitcoins?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us?
It's a cryptocurrency, which is sort of a digital currency. It's getting fame with time. It is believed that it wants to replace this hard money. I believe some of the countries have, some of the businesses have started trading in bitcoins.
So, why has China banned Bitcoin?
I think due to the number of dollars that has been invested in Bitcoin.
Do you invest dollars in Bitcoin?
You buy Bitcoins while by giving or depositing dollars.
Okay. Do you have any understanding of international relations?
No, sorry, ma'am. I do have, but I have not read it in detail.
Do you know what's happening in Afghanistan?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me how you look at the prospects of the Taliban government there?
Ma'am, I see it as a big challenge for Taliban to sustain. Firstly, no one is recognizing them, especially economic powers. Secondly, this is just a temporary setup. They are yet to announce a permanent setup. And I believe their foot soldiers have fought behind them for 20 years with a very clear message that they will implement a strict Sharia in the country. Now, their political elite of Taliban are saying yes to almost everything of international community. If they implement that, I believe they can face a rebellion on the ground from their foot soldier. So it would be very challenging for them to go with the international community and to keep their foot soldier happy. At the same time, they do not have that much skilled labor or engineers, doctors as well to run the country.
You have been in Dubai. How do you look at UAE's policies, foreign policy? And could you also comment on this latest quadrilateral agreement that has come up? Do you know about it?
No, sorry, ma'am, I do not.
In which it's UAE, Israel,
Abraham
India.
Accord. Okay, sir. I'm unaware of that.
It happened about a week ago. Well, thank you very much, Junaid.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, Mr. Junaid, you're from KP and Hangu.
Yes.
What took government of Pakistan to reverse FCR so long after lapse of, let's say, more than 5 decades? What do you think about it?
Vested political interests of political parties, lackness of political will, and more than that, the local Malaks also did not want their powers to be given to local administration. I think these are the quite a few main reasons.
And you have opted economics as your optional. Is it right?
Yes.
Why government of Pakistan or the present regime is very excited about when Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has promised $2 or $3 billion? What is the significance of this money?
It would improve our balance of payment, but it's not sustainable. It will help our rupee to gain its strength. Other than that, it's a short-term relief. I think the hike in oil prices was hitting our economy very badly, and I think they are excited for a reason that oil deferment payment would give the government a bit relief in terms of balance of payment.
What is the connection between increasing oil price and depreciating Pak rupees? How it works?
We import a lot of oil and we pay them in dollars. When a dollar is out of the market, obviously then demand supply would put a pressure, since it's a free market, free floating system now. So it would, when dollar is decreased in the market, it would put pressure on the value of rupee.
How come China is able to manage to undervalue her currency, which is a very frequent allegation put by US authorities on China, that they keep their currency undervalued? So China is keeping their currency undervalued, and we are afraid of making our currency undervalued. Can you make me understand?
Sir, China is a huge economy, and their economy lies on the mass production. So if they keep their currency devalued, it would increase their exports. At the same time, we do not have that much of diversity in our exports. We only rely on textile, quite a few things. So if yes, they are being there are allegations against them, but they can use it to its advantage.
What are two components of balance of payment?
Current account and capital account.
In last 1 year, more than $27 billion were received in the form of remittances. Would they be entered in capital account or current account?
They would be in current account, and in current there are two: trade and remittances. They would be in remittances account.
Thank you, sir.
Let's finish this formal interview. So, Junaid, how do you feel what you have done here today?
Sir, I'm not satisfied, and मैं इसीलिए आया था कि आप लोग का ओपिनियन ले सकूं, because रिजल्ट आए हुए कोई 1 महीना हो चुका है और मैं अभी तक मैंने बुक नहीं खोली.
I'm glad कि you are here.
Yes, sir.
So at the moment we can give you an advice. अब देखो ना, अब you are intelligent man, you have qualified written examination, that is sufficient evidence. Your personality is fine, बिल्कुल ठीक हो, ठीक है ना, कोई इशू नहीं है. जब गेटअप बना के जाओगे तो यू विल लुक, आपका इम्पैक्ट अच्छा आएगा. स्किल तुम्हारे ठीक है, बोल भी सकते हो, बॉडी लैंग्वेज पे ठीक है, कॉन्फिडेंट भी हो, लेकिन नॉलेज गैप, सीरियस नॉलेज गैप है. यू लूज एवरीथिंग.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है ना. तो अब यह है कि व्हाट आई कैन एडवाइस यू इज के पहले तो आपका स्केची किस्म का इंट्रोडक्शन था. आपने इंट्रोडक्शन में कुछ बताया नहीं, आपने अपनी पिच सेट ही नहीं की. यू हैव नॉट बीन एबल टू सेल योरसेल्फ. तो इंटरव्यू इज बेसिकली शोकेसिंग द पर्सन हु इज देयर. ठीक है ना. तो उसमें मतलब आप अपने बारे में बताएंगे तो बोर्ड को पता चलेगा व्हाट यू आर.
Exactly, sir.
तो ये है कि एक तो 1 पेजर बनाओ अपना रिटन जो इंट्रोडक्शन हो, उसको फिर प्रैक्टिस करो, मेरे प्रैक्टिस करो. न्यूज़पेपर बाकायदगी से हर रोज़ाना बगल में दबा के 8-10 घंटे अखबारी खबरें पढ़ो, करंट अफेयर्स, इंटरनेशनल अफेयर्स. और नोटबुक बनाओ, कोई नोटबुक टाइप बनाओ जिसमें अपने बुलेट पॉइंट्स लिखो हर टॉपिक पे. जैसे ये इकोनॉमी क्या है, 10 तो पॉइंट होते हैं यार इसमें.
बिल्कुल.
इकोनॉमिक वो तूने किताब भी पढ़ ली, इश्यूज अब उसमें लिखो ना, व्हाट आर द इश्यूज 1 2 3 4 5 करके, ताकि व्हेन यू आर आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन तो यू आर इन अ पोजीशन टू टेल. यू आर नॉट इन अ स्टेट ऑफ प्रिपेयर्डनेस फॉर द इवेंट व्हिच यू आर गोइंग टू हैव. दिस इज ऑल आई हैव टू टेल यू. यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर. एक महीना छुट्टी लो आप सर.
यहाँ जो लिखते हो ना, यहाँ
जी सर.
वो यू शुड बी क्लियर. मतलब फिर ऐसे एम्बिगुअस रिप्लाईज नहीं देनी. जैसे अभी आप सेंसिटिव पे बता रहे थे कि मैं सेंसिटिव फैमिली, अपनी फैमिली में सेंसिटिव हूँ. ये बिल्कुल क्लियर होना चाहिए आपको. फोकस्ड रिप्लाई आपकी होनी चाहिए, कन्विंसिंग होनी चाहिए. ठीक है. यहाँ जो लिखते हैं आप वो बस, बाकी ठीक है.
Junaid, you have a pleasant personality. I support what my colleagues here have said. I would like to give a bit of advice. ये जो आपका पेपर होता है ना बेटा, इस पे लोग आपको जज करेंगे. ठीक है. अब आपने फेवरेट पर्सनालिटीज, तवक्को की जाती है कि आप ऐसी फेवरेट पर्सनालिटी का लिखेंगे जिसका बाकी सबको पता है और जो उससे आपको जज कर सकते हैं. बट आई एम श्योर थोड़ी मेहनत करोगे तो ठीक हो जाओगे. हाँ, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट.
सीनियर मेंबर्स ने जुनैद सब कुछ कह दिया है, एंड आई थिंक क्रक्स ऑफ द मैटर, मैं इस पे सिर्फ आइसिंग इतनी करूँगा कि जो सब ने कहा है उनको उन चीज़ों को पल्ले से बांधें एंड बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
Thank you very much, sir.
Don't listen to many people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.